Okay, so I'm just going to show you how I'd do the data wrangling pre-processing step using Tableau Prep. So here I am just bringing in the raw data that we've got. The first step's always just to make a view, a clean step, so you can view the data, I reckon. And we're just going to generate a whole bunch of calculated fields, just as we did in Tableau. So these are just the fields for, generating those different time period columns. So if it's like the current month or the current year or the current financial year to date, to only show the amount column if it meets that criteria of those date ranges. So here we go. We just generate a whole bunch of calculated fields, and I might even speed this section up. Okay, yeah, so I just did this in fast forward. So they're all pretty much the same formulas as you saw in Tableau. So there we are, just generating a whole bunch of calculated fields. And then our next section is to aggregate, according to the reporting levels, those new measures. So let's go ahead and do that. You'll see me just dragging in. All right, and this is where I get confused because I realize I've accidentally dragged in the fund stream instead of reporting level 2, but give it a second. I wanted to drag in fund stream anyway, so I just plonk it back in there. So we've got reporting level 1, 2, and 3, OPEX, CAPEX, and actuals budget. So now we just plonk in those new amount columns that we just generated. And the last one, there we go, year to go, that's in there. All right, so now we've got the sort of the data aggregated as we would like. So now we're just going to pivot those measure columns to be, instead of separate columns, to be like individual rows. You'll see in just one second. Pivot, yep. This is me just confirming what I want to do. I'm trying to decide what step I'm going to do now. Yeah, so yeah, there we go. Here we go. Bum, 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 bum. So current month, go on, drag it in, yep. Current year. Oops. Okay. Good. So there we go. And now we want to pivot it so that for each of those time periods, we've got the actuals and the budget next to each other. So this is a rows to column pivoting, and we're going to use that SAP version column. And the number we're going to give it is that pivot 1 values column. So now we're going to get two different columns, one for actuals, one for budget. Oh, well, there's funny things with dragging columns with Tableau Prep, I've noticed. But anyway, this is the right one. There we go. So now we've got two separate ones. And for the year to go, there's going to be no actuals because that's the future. Yeah. So here we just generate the variance column. And the first way I do it, I do actuals minus budget. And then, yep, so I run that. But then I think, actually, it's probably better to have budget minus actuals to see, surplus is positive, and yeah. So we just redo it. Okay, so now we've got a variance. And here's where I'm just thinking, and I actually decide that I'm going to remove all those. Oh no, first of all I do this. So I want to pivot the actuals, yeah, and the variance. I want to pivot all those columns. So now we've generated new rows for variance. So that's the variance according to those reporting levels. And here I just I remove all the null values for the year to go time frame, because there's no actuals and there's no need to have a variance for that. All right. So that's the data wrangling done, and then I just make an output step. And I just select the location where I want to put it, just on my desktop for now, I think, in the prep example. There we go. Let's just save it there. And so I need to run the flow, and this just takes a couple seconds. There we go. Okay, so now I just, we load up that extract that we've just generated. And you just see how easy it is to generate the exact same table, formatted the way the client wanted. Here I just save that prep flow because I want to have it. I don't want to have it open while I do this, basically. So there's the data, and we can just drag in all the different columns. Now I haven't named these columns as well as I would like, but that's not really the point here. I just want to demonstrate how quick it is when you just do the data pre-processing step. Budget variance, and the last one is the fund stream, I think it is, the capex opex. And I'm just having a little think. Yep, there we are. Yeah, so that's done it. That's made it exactly the way they wanted.